Hello, everyone. Welcome to Seeing Crime. This is episode 38, and it is about a post. Well, it wasn't really even, it was a post of Turtle Boys yesterday, but it was about Karen Reed changing her profile pic on X. And I'm going to say this, it doesn't surprise me. Do you remember yesterday? Now, I put out the video, Who Will Flip First, and we're talking about the Mercury retrograde and how things are quiet and how Mercury retrograde can push things to the forefront that sometimes are just laying dormant. Well, this is it. That letter that she posted was old. It was from 23, something like that, but it was older. So what does that mean? What does Karen changing the profile pic, all of it, I need to know, you need to know. Let's go. So, introducing the cards that we're using today, our friend, the Kipper deck, we want to know, in the Hand of Fate, what is hidden. We've got the Tarot deck, which is vintage. I've got the House of Zelda deck. And I have about 50 other decks right beside me if we need more info or if we get stuck. So, I appreciate you being here. And while I'm clearing the decks here and clearing the energy, if you'll please do me a favor, like the video, it really helps me. And subscribe if you aren't already so you don't miss any of this. And we're going to lay the foundation. Now, here we go. We're asking spirits, guides, and angels. Something is brewing behind the scenes. It's been too quiet. Is this an indication of something that has happened with the CW? And quite frankly, the letter is about lollygagging. Taking his good old time to get evidence in and getting it in the day of the trial, doing that kind of thing. Now, I'm not going to get in, all of you know that, and I'm not going to get into that part of it because I want to do the reading part of it. And as I'm shuffling and laying out the cards, I'm just going to say this. We want to be in the know. As a disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm a card reader. I read on current events. And I'm happy to read on high-profile crime. I'm going to learn to talk. I'm happy to read on high-profile crime cases. And I'm happy to read on other subjects as well. But we want to know. And the cards give me direction and guidance. It makes us stop and think. It may bring out a few things what other people are doing, and it may confirm other things. But I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert. I'm here to read cards based on what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing the best I can. And I appreciate all of you being here. Golly, Neds, I love it. You all are so good. All right, here we go. Now that I got through that painful introduction, right? Oh my goodness. All right, here we are. Great fortune. Childlike. I can see where this is going. I can see where this is going. Hang tough with me, my friends. The community. Now, it wouldn't surprise me that the community has coming up. Lovers. All right. Mature man. Morrissey. Message of concern. Oh, yeah, okay. And thoughts. Let's talk about this. I think the great fortune is this letter in itself. I believe that the CW Morrissey has gotten a message from a higher up who is a female who has been thinking about this for quite some time. And I believe that there are some people in the community who are backing this up. They're so sick and tired of this family. I said in my video yesterday, I have heard, I don't know, but I've heard that the families, the McAlberts, are like the Murdoch of the North. Yes? No? I don't know. But you know, that means that there's a lot of problems with these people. There's a new beginning. And I think that there's, and the Lover's card, I want you to know this. I believe this is John and Karen. Because this card is representing both of them. And it's pretty much telling them, get off your duff, Lolly, and start looking at this case. Okay, so here we go. We're going to lay out the tarot. What's going on? We just need to know what is going on. This reminds me of, do you remember, it was an old Betty Davis movie. Oh, I love this. It's an old Betty Davis movie where Betty walks in the room and she says, Pita, give me the letter, Pita. Well, that's what I think this is. I think this is a letter that the gifts just keep on giving. Yep, I can see. Oh, I love it. Look who showed up in the reading, Brian Albert. I truly believe that there's been some evidence come to light. There's been some things it's been too quiet. So there's been something behind the scenes coming, and this Knight of Cups brings messages to light. And you see, we've got this card that basically says there's a concerning message here. Well, that's the job of this knight. He delivers messages. And you see, he's not rambunctious. He's not in a hurry. He's not... And I'm going to tell you that I think it's from Lolly. I think it's from Lolly doing his thing, taking his time, bringing evidence to light. And I'll tell you what, the defense has had enough. There's enough. Not only that, I'm also going to say that I believe that there's something going on, that they're pushing Auntie Bev to make the move. It's been too long. I would prefer that she made a move if it's going to be detrimental or negative for the defense within the next 6 days, because if she does it during a Mercury retrograde, it can be turned over. Even after it can be turned over. But I would especially love to see it. She's holding on for a reason. And I think that there's a little bit of disturbance. And I believe it's because of community outcry. All they would have to do is go to the governor and say, you know, you are an elected official. Massachusetts is tired of this. Do we need to get somebody else in there, ma'am? This justice card proves to us that justice will be served. It may be served on a platter with salt and pepper, but it's going to be served. And Brian Albert keeps coming up, most definitely, and this is Karen Reed. I'll explain this card for Karen Reed in a minute, but I want to show you these two things. Somebody said in the comments that this doesn't look like John Travolta, it looks like Matt McCabe. I will always think of that. Thank you very much. But you see, this is the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Now, this is backwards. Why? Well, this is the yes card. This means that they're on track and everything else, but that someone is walking away. After someone has received a concerning message, they feel they've done all they can and they are walking away. Could this be Lolly posturing himself to walk away from this Karen Reed case? That would be very hopeful. I don't think so. I think as a matter of privilege, I believe as a matter of he's going to do what he wants to do. I believe as a matter of pride, arrogance, ego. And he's going to push. He doesn't care how much it costs the state. He does not care what the community thinks. And by the way, that interview with John's friend, who said he was a lifelong friend, but he only has known John since college. I don't know about you, but I lived many years before college. Who said that they felt that Karen had some DV problems, that she was, some DV toward John. What? This guy is full of hogwash, and even much more. There are those that just want to get their 15 minutes of fame. I think he had his. It's time to go home. All right, so now you see this is Lolly as well, holding on tightly to this case. Does it make sense? Could it be? Now I'm just surmising, I'm giving you something to think about here before we lay out more cards. Could it be justice is being served? There's a message of concern coming from a higher court, a higher entity that says, yes, it's time for you to think about walking away, because I think some more things are going to happen and go down. And there's Lolly holding on too tightly. That would be nice. But then here's Karen Reed. Karen Reed, the reason she shows up like this is because she had a very good financial position. There's jealousy towards Karen Reed, I believe, by Jen McCabe especially. They wanted to ruin her. But once again, I do not believe that they thought she would get so lawyered up as she did. I mean, if you're going to get lawyered up, get the best. I'm shuffling the hidden... Whoops, I'm so sorry. That just kind of fell out of my hands. My goodness. That means the energy is scattered. It's not one or two card that jumps out from spirit. It just means when it falls out like that, it's an energy scatter. So while I'm shuffling, let me ask you to please subscribe again. And have you gotten your video reading from me today? Or have you ordered the birthday moon phase? I think you'd be very pleased. You get a video just like this. I'm going to talk to you. You ask me 2 questions, give me your birthday, and we're off to the races. I'm leaving the link in the description if you would like to order. Within 48 hours, you'll have your reading. All right, here we are. Now, we've got this energy in place now. Cutting the cards, and let's go. Jen McCabe. Okay, I see that now. This is Karen putting these to the side. What this is saying is Jen McCabe is holding fast to her story. I still in my honest opinion, believed that there was something there for John. And she realized that John didn't want her. She wanted Higgy to find out, my darlings. I mean, listen, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and all it would have to take one time is turn the big, the bad, the macabre, Jen McCabe, against him. Doesn't take much. She wanted to get rid of Karen because she liked it when John was single. She could dictate. She could orchestrate, manipulate. This is a card of saying that she felt that there was success in getting rid of her, but now she doesn't know. I'm going to turn this around because I think this is interesting. Pardon me. She felt by telling all of these secrets, you see, these are things that are hidden, that are not told. It's secrets and can be lies. This is the card that basically says no, negative, and you may even go into the jail. So put money on your books because you may be going. She felt that Karen was going to go. I still say that she did not arrange what happened to John. She was in on it, I feel, in my opinion. I also feel, in my opinion, that after chaos ensued, she put a pencil to it and said, oh, well, this is how the storyboard is going to be told. You do it the way, and I know Proctor, I know his wife, we know too many people in town. Karen will go away, it'll all go away, goodbye, Charlie. And it didn't happen like that. There is a divorce, and could it be with Brian Albert? We've heard that. I don't know. It's still a rumor. I've looked, but I don't see anything. There's three. Three's company. But this can also mean that there is the birth of a new beginning. Do we have that here? Thought we did. Yes, we do. This particular card is frustration. It doesn't surprise me that it is below Karen. That the frustration is coming up because this is taking so long, draining her financially, but that's what she wanted. Hello. That's her. I keep pointing over here, but that's Karen, that's Jen. This was Jen's feelings toward Karen, orchestrating to make sure. But you see these two cards here, this is the feelings that Jen had for John. Wouldn't surprise me. This card, in many cultures, is a frightening card. Very frightening. And this particular culture, this card, close to this card, can mean a death. Now, don't be shuffling through cards and have the two come up and you think, oh my God, no, no, no. It doesn't work like that. The all-seeing eye, there's not one thing that we do on this earth or in heaven that is not recorded one way or the other. So how do I feel about this whole thing? Well, there's more to come. Let's get out the crime cards. More to come, my darlings, but I think it is a message recently. And I know that Karen cannot tell, so she's posting other things to give us an indication of what it is. There's missing information, and the key to unlock the information, that is this, the secrets that were held against Karen. Let's lay out two more of these. Travel. Oh, yeah. And I think that it's something, okay, we'll get to that in a minute here. We'll get to that in a minute. Falsehood or being lied to. See, it's amazing. Aruba, Jamaica, right? Aruba. Travel. There was a falsehood, being lied to. Some things started from way back then toward Karen from this one, even though she didn't go. I mean, she's like telegraph, telephone, and tell Jen. She is the know-all, know-it-all. She knows it all. Just ask her. She'll tell you. Sorry, I'm getting very bombastic here, but in my honest opinion. One more card. Or maybe two. Choices must be made. There is communication coming through. Heirs, swords are communication. I believe that is this message of concern that we have in here somewhere. There it is. The message of concern is coming through. That is a timing card. Definitely is costing Karen money. We don't seriously, but you see fortune. You see this fortune card, great fortune. It's an announcement that there's more coming. It's very fortunate that things are coming through the way they are. Karen is giving us, you see this right here? Karen is giving us a secret little message. Good girl, Karen. She's smart as a tack, sharp as a tack, smart as a whip. Hello? She's smart no matter which way you slice it. Definitely so. 10 of clubs in here, telling us that, yes, it's been costing her money. She's going to survive. It is all relative. She's going to be okay. But she is telling us that there's more information coming. It's going to be coming from a big authority to the CW and I also believe perhaps questioning Auntie Bev. How long on earth does it take you to decide what you're going to do? But I think they decided that they wanted to cost Karen more money. Now, this is a decision. We've talked about this before. This is a decision, one way or the other. That's the decision of Auntie Bev. She's got to choose. One is anchored, but I know she's on the hot seat, my friends. Falsehoods or being lied to. That, you've not seen that card before. That is from, I'm making a mess, pardon me. This is Karen as well. But this is the falsehood being lied to card. Amazing. Just amazing. You know what? You know what? I have another deck here. Give me a second. Give me a second. We're going to see. We're going to see what's going on. What lies beneath this mess. I know. Let's see what's happening here. Total drama and action. Absolutely. Who is the total drama by? This guy. That guy, I'll tell you what. already knowing the tea. We already know all about him. We already know all about Jen. Betrayal. Oh my. I'm going to stop there. Otherwise, we'll be here for the next 4 hours. But total betrayal by Jen. Where is she? I have to dig her out here. Dig her out from wherever. Totally betrayal. Deceit, backstab, traitor, and not to be trusted. Wow, wow, and just wow. So I believe there's a message that Karen is putting out to us that the heat is on and the community is behind some of it, a good portion of it. The heat is on. We'll find out. And I can't wait to see that juror interview by Turtle Boy, because I think we're going to be finding out some more missing information, some more things that we need to know as well. Most of these people, you know, have NDAs, and they know so much more than what they're able to tell us. And that's why I like to read, because, you know, the idea of reading this, it makes us think. We have to use, right? Have to use our noodles. We have to be smart, because oh, what a tangled web we weave when at first we begin to deceive. You know, I have all these little quips, you know, like birds of a feather flock together. That's Colin. So do rats and mice. I'm sorry, so do pigs and swine. Rats and mice have made their choice, but oh, have I made mine. You're welcome to make your choice as far as this reading as well. I love that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Would you do that? And don't forget, 7,000 I go live, and we're going to talk about these cases. I'm going to have some giveaways with these Kipper decks. Let me grab them. Giveaways with the Kipper decks. And by the way, I did look at these cards last night. The cards are fine. It's just the box is a little on the crumply side, but the cards look great. And they're the same as these cards. Only they're a little smaller. Maybe. Yeah, they're just a hair smaller. And you're going to be happy that they are, because these are hard to shuffle. I can't wait for that. Don't forget to order your reading with me. You're going to be very happy. And I'm just happy to be with you today. Thank you so much for watching. And here is a video that YouTube wants you to watch. I do too. Thanks again for your comments, your love. I love this community. Don't worry, Karen. We're picking up on it, girl. Thanks again. Bye-bye for now.